Yeah, rewind.
Yeah, we had some connection issues, but all right, guys, welcome back to the Page of Swords podcast. Wow, this is episode 31 with Chelsea Foster. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah.
So yes, where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland area, like a suburb of Cleveland. It's maybe I shouldn't like give it out. It's Parma, but it's like a small area. I'm from Cleveland, though, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like Cleveland. I've been there a couple of times. It's probably like really cold with the water up there.
Oh my gosh, the weather is so back and forth. Like yesterday it was literally 60 and now it's 30 again today. So I'm freezing again. It sucks, but whatever.
Right. And I'm here in Pittsburgh. So like, it's like kind of the same, a little bit similar was, but yeah. It's
I
like Midwest shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I gotcha for sure.
And what gym are you training at over there?
It's called Crossley. It's like Cleveland area too in North Olmsted.
Okay.
My trainer owns the gym and trainers coaches own the gym. So yeah, I train out of there. It's basically like a bodybuilding gym, but there's regular people, but a lot of competitors. So yeah.
That's awesome. So that's good that you're like surrounded by it. You know what I mean? Like you are in that environment and that probably like gets you going every day.
Yes, definitely a lot of motivation for sure.
Because I saw that you haven't been competing all that long. I mean, you're pretty young. Are you 23?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 23.
Yeah. You are young in the sport.
Yeah.
So like, what got you into bodybuilding then?
So I was living with a roommate friend. She was like, gonna try it. And I remember her saying like, she was gonna do like all her friend who had just competed, like her macros. And she was like doing like an hour cardio, trying to start doing it. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, I don't know if you should be doing that, but I mean, I didn't know much about it, obviously. And then like my friend, he had competed before, so I knew who my coach was, Linda. And I thought about it like a year later, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of just want to push myself. Like I already was super into fitness and like working out, and I have been for like about 3 or 4 years. But I wanted to just like push myself. It was 2019 was like rough for me, and I think it was like breakup and other stuff, and I just like really wanted to like focus on myself. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I really want to do this, and yeah.
That's awesome. That's interesting. You said that, like you had a breakup and then later you got into wanting to better yourself, because I've heard that from both men and women. I feel like sometimes something hard happens in their life and then it really like gives them that fire to kind of like just change something. Cause I'm sure you hit a point where maybe you didn't, feel all that great. So like fitness was a great outlet for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So 2019, when did you, so I know that you did your first show in 2020. Did you have like any plans in 2019? Like how did that kind of like roll into 2020 and like picking a show?
So I found my coach, like, it was like December 2019. I met with her and like started talking to her. She was like, we'll start like in January and like start like, just like, dieting you down a little bit or trying to put on like a little bit of like lean muscle still before like actual prep, like calories and stuff. I was like, okay. And then, so yeah, that was kind of just how it started, but yeah.
Okay. So then now that you're saying like, that's how 2020 started, now we're here a year, with the whole COVID situation. And
yeah.
I mean, it worked out for you. So like, cause you did end up competing, but like, what was that timeline like for you last year?
It was long. Just like Gabby, I was in a long prep. Like I didn't have to do North Americans. I wanted to, but I mean, so I was in like prep almost. Like I started just with my coach in January, probably started like prep, like per se, I guess, middle of January, end of January, once I got a few pounds off. So yeah, I was basically in prep for like 9 months. It was nuts, but yeah, very long to say the least.
So you ended up, just so everyone knows, your first show was the Jolie Palmer, and that was the early August. So
Yeah.
You went into that show and you won it all. That must have been a really great feeling, huh?
Yeah, it felt like a movie, to be honest, because like COVID and everything. It was like I even put in my post, I was like, thank you, COVID, because there was like in the middle of that when gyms were like about to shut down, I had to check in with my coach. I remember this specifically, and I called her and I was like, no, because I did my check in and I was like, in the email, I was like, I don't know, I don't know if I should do this, like if I should just start putting on muscle still now again, because I was like really like getting defeated, like it wasn't gonna happen, and just like everyone, like I don't know, were you just on off season then, or?
Yeah, I actually was planning to prep for the North Americans show.
Oh,
So yeah, I would have started prep like like early March,
yeah,
and as soon as like there was like the rumor about gyms closing, I was like, nope, shut it down. Like it was literally that week my coach was like, make a decision because we're gonna start prep, and I was like, nope. Like after like the Arnold got canceled, I was like,
yep.
nah, we're just gonna continue this off-season train and keep improving because I wanted to do the national show, but I just knew that I needed more time anyway. So just before the ball got rolling. So yeah, like
But still
no,
a mood killer, I'm sure, like you were like still like, dude, come on,
yeah, well, it was because like I was like you, like I won first place at my last show, and I was like, all right, like cool, like I want to see, like I'm nationally qualified now, like I want to go and try. And it was like I had already been in, like as soon as I stepped off stage, I got a new coach and was in full blown off season. And yeah, like it was like I want to know what's going on, I really want to like get up there, but with everything going on, it was like I think it helped that I wasn't the only one struggling. Like there was you and many others that it was just like we're all like without a gym, and some people
Yeah.
just they had gyms. So and it is what it is.
Yeah, it was definitely difficult, but yeah, so yeah, she called me right after I sent it, like
Yeah.
5 minutes later, and I was crying, and she was like, "There, you've literally come so far already in just a couple months. Like, don't give up. Like, I know how to just hold you where you are, give you a lot of food, like, get your metabolism to a good place, because I've never prepped before that,
Right.
obviously."
Mhm.
So I was like, okay. I was like, guess I was doing cardio outside. Like it was insane. It was nuts.
Yeah, Gabby said that she was running outside, you know what I mean? And it wasn't really the most ideal since she was doing wellness and stuff for her legs. But were you running
Right.
outside too?
So like the day the gyms closed, or the day after, I remember I went on a run that day and the day after, and then I was like, nope, this isn't for me. I hate running. And then I ended up like, why don't I just find some stairs? So I like they kept closing the metro parks back and forth though too.
Mhm.
So I would go to the one, and then there's also these stairs by this mall, like outside mall, like it's called Cracker Park in Westlake, and I
Okay.
would do stairs there. Like it's like a parking garages, so I would do stairs there almost like every day.
Yeah.
So I tried to just make it work.
That's really smart. No, that's great. If you don't have like bleachers or something, the parking garages work too.
Yeah, yeah. I did like bleachers a couple times, but yeah.
I think that's like better for us competitors because I mean, if you are a competitor, most of us are not made for running. We don't want to run, and we know that that's not really the most ideal thing.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have like did you play sports in high school or anything? Like do you have a athletic background?
I did volleyball for a good amount of time. Not really through high school though. I did like my freshman year. I did cheerleading like all the way until like senior year, like tumbling. I used to be able to do like back handsprings and stuff, but I think I would hurt myself if I tried that now.
Now I was gonna say, like now that you say cheerleading, and I'm looking at some pictures from the Jolie Palmer, you hit that wonder. I would call that the Wonder Woman pose, where you have like the straight up, and I feel like you got a little bit of that sass and stuff from cheerleading too, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean I definitely had to like focus back on my like stage presence and not getting shy in front of people, but probably helped like a little bit, but
I don't think people realize that. Like just you had that attention from cheerleading, that I feel like when you get on stage, like you're kind of probably used to a little bit skimpier clothing in front of people, and just like it's very similar. Like, you know how to kind of entertain is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
think about it.
Yeah, and it like really like helps for on stage, because stage presence is like more than half of the battle in bodybuilding, in my opinion. Like, getting up there and posing and looking like you're having a good time is very important, because this is
Oh,
almost a pageant.
oh yeah. And like to people, some people who like, I don't know if you forget to smile or if you're just kind of like.
When I practice posing, but when I'm on stage, it's just natural.
That's exactly what I was going to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, you're naturally happy doing it, because I'm the same with that. I don't have to remember to do that. So that I at least like look happy doing it and everything.
I completely understand, because I take videos and pictures all the time and I look so mean, and I'm like, don't worry guys, like I practice everything, but smiling, just I don't worry about it.
You're like, I won't need to practice that. I'll be fine.
Right. And I've been to shows where I'm like, oh, that girl needs to smile. Like, I completely understand. Like, I understand that like smiling, if you don't smile, it's not going to look good.
Yeah, no, some people it's forced, but they can't help it, I guess. You know what I mean? So
No, we got lucky. And I think I used to like bartend and stuff too. So like, I just don't know what it's like to kind of stay bubbly and like know that people are watching. So you have to kind of keep
right.
that face the whole time.
Yeah. The masks definitely, if you're mad, they definitely hide that, but gotta
You
remember.
didn't have to wear masks?
No. Like
Okay.
in the back thing, pretty much right up until they were really good about it, backstage and stuff like that. And then right up until like we went in line and stuff, I didn't have to.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm glad it didn't mess up any pictures or anything. So that's good.
Right. Yeah. That would have been annoying.
So I love that you have a green suit. That is so fun. Like, I'm a big fan of green suits. And from what I saw some other pictures, it looks like you might have been like the only one that wasn't in blue.
Yeah. I think in my one picture with Gabby and all of us in the back, I
Yeah.
think I might, yeah, there's a lot of blues, I think, in purple and like maybe light blue.
That's purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looks great with your hair color. Do you have like a strawberry blonde or something hair color? What is that?
Yeah, kind of. It's not real, but
It's cute though. Looks great with green, because you got that like I guess poison ivy look is sometimes with the reddish tone.
yeah, for sure. I'm glad I like thought of that kind of, because it goes so well together, and now it's like, oh my gosh, it makes it harder for like the next suit that I want to get, because I'm like, the green looks so good, you know?
I've only had green. I can't get away from it. Even in my bikini days, I was like, green suit. I tried a little bit of blue with the green, but I've never
Yeah.
strung away from green.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
No,
Do you have another suit color in mind?
I have a little bit of something working.
Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, you're wearing purple. You look like you'd be good in purple.
My friend suggested purple, and I was like, I don't know if that would look good. And then, so there might be a little bit of purple this time, but yeah.
It'll be a surprise for us. We'll get
Yes.
there, because I was going to ask you about future plans later, but going back to the Julie Palmer. So overall, you finally made it after lockdown and everything. So you made it all through lockdown and then August. So was there, was the Julie Palmer the goal, or was there a show you wanted to do and it got canceled?
No, Julie Palmer was the goal. It was supposed to be, I think, May 8th, and then it got pushed to August 8th. It was supposed to be early May. I think it was like May 8th or 9th or something. And then, yeah, they pushed it all the way to August. We just kept that show, I think, because I think it was like pretty much the first show that started when the COVID like opened, kind of. So we just stuck with that, and yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because North Americans didn't have to move. They kept their date, and they're always early September. So, yeah, I think you're right. The shows started in August around there, because looking back, I'm trying to think of like when the New York Pro and stuff was around that time, I think.
Yeah.
But so did you have a good experience then at the Julie Palmer?
Yes, yeah, it was so fun. Like, I wish when you're on stage, you're like, oh my God, I want this to like last so much longer, but it's so fast. Like everything's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So especially because they did, well, I did a prejudging and finals. Was it
They did
together?
that back to back, right?
Yes. Yeah. No, wait, no. It was no. I did have us in between. I think
Oh,
North
okay.
Americans was all together.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, they went right up on stage at North Americans right after if you were like first call ups or whatever. But yeah, I had a little bit of time in between. So, but yeah, it was nice. It was like 10 and 5. Yeah.
So this was your first peak week and everything. So how was your experience like having that peak week?
My peak week experience. I don't know. I want to say like I wasn't that bad. Like all through prep, like tired wise and energy wise. I honestly, my peak week wasn't that bad. I remember though, like my second one before North Americans, I remember those couple weeks in between before North Americans, I remember looking at my trainer and being like, I'm dead. Like I'm dead right now. Like I was so tired. So I feel like it was more so before before North Americans. That one was worse for sure.
Yeah. I have one of my shows, not my last one, but previous, like I did two like back-to-back shows, and I think they were like maybe 2 weeks in between.
Yeah.
And it is rough because you kind of have to be like, you're almost there, but then it's like an almost and another almost there. And it's like, okay,
And then
well,
show and stuff is such a tease. You're
yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah, because then everybody's like, well, you just did a show, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, nah, like we're in between. Like we're going to keep this train going. Like, sorry.
right. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, people don't understand that.
Mhm. So was there a lot of competitors at the Julie Palmer show? Like I'm curious because with COVID and shows back up, was there a big turnout there?
It wasn't bad. I want to say there was like an olive figure. I want to say like 15 to 20,
Okay.
maybe like 20. And then yeah, but most of the classes weren't that big. Like I don't think there was many in wellness for Cabby.
Mhm.
I think there was still quite a few bikini girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, always.
It's always big. Yeah, I'd be kind of shocked if that was not the biggest like female group.
Yeah. No, there was definitely still a lot.
So you
But
made it to North Americans, and then how was that experience? Because that has to be two completely different show experiences.
oh my gosh, it was insane. Yeah, I definitely felt like a shrimp. Like not gonna lie. Like, and it's just obviously way more people, like way more competitors.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, a million. You're just like, oh my, like it was a lot more exciting, and it definitely gives you like an insight to what national shows are like.
Mhm.
But yeah, back there, you're just like it really your ego. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not that you want to like be positive that you're gonna do well and everything like that, but it just you got to remember there's always like gonna be bigger people or like people they've been doing this for like 20, 30 years. Like we took like a little what's called like a little tram or whatever like
Yeah.
over to the stage. Yeah. And there was people in the bus like saying like she's been doing it for like 25 years or something, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's just nuts. So but it was really cool like being at a national show like with all those competitors. It definitely is like eye opener and just like how like what you can do like in the sport. Yeah, I love it.
That's awesome. And then that show was outside, so that was different.
Yeah, I mean it was like in a tent thing, but yeah, it was still hotter in there than it was in the Julie Palmer place. I was like I remember being so hot on stage at North Americans. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hot weekend. I remember very well that I was just like, man, I don't know. Like, I'm friends with the tanning girls backstage, and they just said it was just, I can't even imagine. Like, and I think they might have had their masks on, and I'm like, what a day.
Yeah. And it was like in between raining too. So that's why they were like, okay, get in here and then, we're gonna shuttle you over or whatever. Cause like everyone's like, oh my God, my tan. Like, so it doesn't get messed up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I think they were telling me too, like, some of the tanning girls, they were actually doing the show, and they were like helping that tan while they were doing the show. And I'm just like, like, cause you know, when you're doing a show, like you want to keep stress to a minimum. And I'm like, what do you mean you girls were trying to help tan while doing the show? Like that's too much, but there was just so many competitors and
Yes.
oh, I can't even imagine. But yeah, it's so, I mean, overall good experience and everything. I mean, like you said, you really got to see all the other like first place, second place winners. And then, yeah. Did you get feedback at both of your, well, let's say, did you get feedback at the Julie Palmer show?
Yes. Andy, uh, yeah, he reached out to me from Julie Palmer, and he had said just come in like tighter and like from North American stuff, because he actually had suggested that to my coach that I
Okay.
should do that. And I was like, okay, because I think we were gonna do another one just to like get my feet wet, but I don't remember which one it was gonna be. But it was gonna be a couple weeks later from Julie Palmer too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so he had said that. And then from North Americans, they definitely said like rounder shoulders, bigger shoulders. That was pretty much it. But it wasn't like much. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess I know everything else, like, bigger back and everything too. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hey, bigger shoulders is not, that's good. They could give you at least a body part that you could go into your off season and kind of improve. But you know how we all are. We're going to improve everything. But
Right.
yeah, and I think with the bigger shoulders and everything, like that will even make your shape even more dramatic, because you do already have, like, you are a figure shape. So you definitely just make everything a little stronger and you'll be good.
Yeah.
So
That's the plan.
so going into the off season that you had, like obviously that was a focus and everything, but like what else did you have going on in your off season?
Um, Not much. It was kind of just that. I just really wanted to focus on like keeping my diet like good and getting as much clean food as possible and stuff. And I do, uh, I do just like regular meal plans. I don't
Yeah.
not like the tracking and stuff. I still like, I kind of understand it. Like I know some people that do it, but I don't know. I know you like, you just calculate it or whatever, but she tells me literally everything to eat. And I think yours is like that too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a meal plan person. I'm not good with numbers. I don't do the macros.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I just tell me and I'll do it. That's it.
Yeah. Like I think it's good that there's people out there that do well on flexible dieting and everything, but
Right.
I'm sure you agree. It's just like, just tell me what to do. I want to follow it. And like, I don't want to be responsible for like these like loose numbers or like missing meals or anything like that. Like I would rather just give me the shopping list, go get the food, and we're good.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
So that's good. You were working with your coach for the whole off season, and yeah. So let's see, you shut it down in September. So from September till now, and so are you in prep now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I haven't really like announced it or anything like that. I didn't have much of a like a huge off season, but I wanna, since I'm so qualified for nationals, I think I still want to do that after well, I'm planning to do North Coast May 29th.
Yep. Okay.
It'll be, yeah. But
So you're
I want
12 weeks out.
yes.
Okay. That's good. That's a good place to be. I feel like 10 weeks out, I'm sure you're still kind of just doing the work. It's still pretty early in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like you're probably still getting some cheat meals maybe, or
Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
No, I just already like, I mean, I'm eager, just like, I want to see more like already, but then I'll know when I'm like dead, no energy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Time's on your side. I remember, so I was going to do the Arnold Amateur before it got postponed. So
Okay.
like, yeah. And like, so I started my prep Halloween. So
Okay.
like, I'm already over 20 weeks or whatever. So like, I know what it's like to be in a long prep. And I remember like, I think it got postponed when I was at the 14-week mark. So then it's like, all right, well, that's postponed. So let's push it back a month. And then you're kind of like reset. And it's like, okay, well, then it really seems like you're in prep forever.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then it's just like you just keep going back. You're like, oh my gosh.
I know. Have you, so, okay, I was going to ask if you've done the Kent before, but we just went over your 2 shows already. But
Yeah.
the Kent is a great show. So I've never done it, but like it's definitely been a show on my list that I've never done. But I have some bikini friends and some figure girls out in Ohio that do it. So that would definitely be a really good show to do.
Yeah, I heard is it a bigger show, I think, or
Yeah, they do a good job at advertising it.
yeah,
I can't think of it's a guy and a girl that put that show on.
okay.
And they do all kinds of like model searches and stuff too with the show that draws a lot of attention. But it's a good
Cool.
show to do.
Nice. Okay, yeah. How are you feeling now?
I feel really good, to be honest. Like
Or
I'm kind of tired from cardio, but not in a way that I want to complain about cardio. It's more of like by 8 p.m. I am ready for bed. Like I am like
right.
struggling to like stay up, which is good because I've been sleeping good. But
Good.
yeah, I kind of forget that I'm like 4 weeks out. I feel way too good for 4 weeks out.
Don't even question it, just go with it. I have 2 friends that wait, what you're doing, what is your show called? Clash?
Yeah, the Border Clash in Orlando.
Oh, okay, it's in Orlando.
Yeah. When
That's
the Arnold
fun.
got postponed, I literally picked the next show.
Okay,
So I was like, all right, we're going to Orlando because this is way before Ohio or Pennsylvania started like releasing dates for shows. And I didn't
right.
want to wait.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah.
I didn't trust anything. I was like, nope.
Yeah. No, good, good. No,
Yeah.
I have 2 friends right now that are um they're gonna be 3 weeks tomorrow. And yeah, my one friend, she seems pretty good too. Like it'll be her first, she's doing bikini, and then
Okay.
the other girl's doing wellness, and she's had prep brain for a while. But but yeah, they're doing the
Gladiator.
no, it's like here in Cleveland or something.
Oh,
I forget
okay.
what it's called.
I'm trying to think of what shows are going on in Ohio. Because I was going to say, I know there's a Maryland show like, I think there's actually a Maryland show this weekend, to be honest. I always forget.
Uh, yeah, probably because I know a bunch of them are like starting up now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know April 3rd here in Pittsburgh. Well, it'll be up in Butler, but there'll be a show April 3rd, which, I mean, I'm going to straight up be honest. If I wasn't doing the Clash, I would not be doing that show. Just,
Yeah.
I'm like ready for like the bigger shows. Like I've done plenty of the smaller shows. And then I have a few friends getting ready for the Pittsburgh Championship show, which is in 8 weeks. So
Oh,
like that's a
oh
good
yeah, I
show.
saw that with pro. It's a pro show too.
Yep, pro show and the
Okay.
amateurs. So that's
That's
in 8 weeks. That's a big show.
yeah. That looks yeah. It looks like it'd be big. They're doing I just went on here because I was curious. The Lieberman muscle vodka.
Oh yes. Oh my God. How could I
Yeah,
forget?
I know.
He's
I
such a
forget.
good promoter. How do I forget?
Oh yeah, he's everywhere.
He does such a good job. I commend him for that because he's like at all the shows, always talking to people, and yeah, he
Yeah.
does a good job. That's a good show. It's big. They got a big like Megatron. From what I saw last year.
Oh really? Yeah, I'm excited to go and see them.
Yeah, it's a big show. You'll like it. Um, just to watch and stuff too, and then plus it gets you like all excited and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I love going to shows to watch.
yeah, that was also my other problem because I didn't really get to go to any. I was watching stuff on YouTube and my phone because everything was like not going on. I mean, I could look at pictures and stuff, and I guess I was watching like old stuff, but I wanted to go to one before
Yeah.
my show.
Uh,
So
yeah, and I guess with COVID, it was like not
yeah,
happening.
yeah, they were like, no, maybe next year.
So, is there any advice that you would give a new competitor then? Anything that you did that you're like, I wish somebody would have told me, or something like something I learned and it was a mistake or anything like that?
um, so for me, prep is like 95% mental.
Yes.
You don't think how mental you're going to get until you're like halfway through and you're like, oh my gosh, like you're questioning everything, like every little calorie, like, is it like how much milk or like almond milk should I put in this coffee? Like, it's just nuts. I mean, not that, I guess not that I'm mad that like no one told me that, because that's, I guess, just something you learn on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's very mental. For advice, I guess, yeah, just to let people know, like it's very like intense, and you really should be like already into bodybuilding, and like this is like a job, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
we both know like it's, if you're in prep or you're not, like it's something you need to take very serious. So like no cheating, like it's all like no one's faking anything, you know, the people that do really well. So
Exactly. And I'm sure when you got to the national show that, you really realized like this is like all the top girls everywhere. Like people fly in all over for North Americans because there's only so many national shows. So they are going to be big. And then when you get there, you're just like you said, like your ego and everything calms down and you're like, all right, I'm here.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I mean, obviously you want to reward yourself like I got here, but it's like, all right, well, this is like the next step now. So
Right, because everybody is on the line for a pro card. And when they say, if you want to be a pro, you have to act like a pro, like it is so true. Like
mhm.
they're not going to just hand a card off and just be like, all right, you should be able to be like, I potentially should be able to step on a pro stage like as soon as I get that card is how
Mhm.
it should be viewed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 100%.
and yeah, those those pro girls are like not cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. They all looked amazing. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was awesome to see.
So how much like for your shows, like when gyms open back up, like how much cardio were you doing?
Um so like in the middle of quarantine, so kind of when they, like a few weeks into when they were closed,
Mhm.
I think I was doing like 50 minutes,
Mhm.
because she was trying to get my metabolism to a good spot so that way she could pull me down later, you know.
Yeah.
So which was smart, because I think towards the end I was only doing like 35, 40. So, and I was already pretty lean, like especially for North Americans, I got really small, and that made me even feel more like small at North Americans. But I mean, at least my conditioning was good. But yeah.
Definitely. And that's when you realize it's just a matter of some more muscle and you're really
Right.
young. So like you have plenty of time to put on some muscle and muscle maturity doesn't really come until you're like, my age or in your 30s.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh my gosh, you could literally pass for like my age or younger. I thought you were like my age.
I get told that. I get told I look like I'm 23, 24, and then I start talking and they're like, nah, you sound a little too mature for
Right.
that.
How
No,
tall?
what's that?
How tall are you?
5'3".
Oh, okay. You look so much taller too, I feel like, in pictures.
It
But
feels right and angles.
yeah, no, we're the same height. So
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw you were class B for
yeah.
North Americans, I think. And yeah, that's probably about my class or two. Cause I think I'll be class B for my show too, because I think that they'll have an even shorter girl class, which is like good because
Right.
there are some like when you're like 5, like really tiny. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they definitely have one that's, yeah, for like under, starts probably like under 5 foot, maybe like 4'11" to like
Mhm.
5'2.5" or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you get to like North Americans and they get up to like class H,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, there's so many girls and they pretty
I,
much have to put everybody in a height class. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it's crazy because then at the overall, you know what I mean? Like the overall is so amazing to me to see every height class winner next to each other because then
Yeah.
it's like, wow, what a difference.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Hmm. Which is another thing, because once you're a pro, you're thrown into the thing anyways. There are no more height classes. So yeah, you got to be able to stand your own and next to the tall girls if you have to.
Yeah, yeah. So then just more muscle. Hopefully, you know, you look bigger
Mhm.
overall.
So what do you do for work right now? Well, you're 20. Are you in college or anything?
No, so I was, and then
Okay.
when I had to move, when I moved in 2019 and like the break and all that stuff, I stopped because there was just so much going on. And I was like, I can't focus on school and do this. I was going to school for nutrition, but I'm planning to like, restart that now soon, or at least get my certificate. But I am in the works of getting my PT certificate, which I should have already done, but I just procrastinated. But yeah, so I'm doing that currently, and then I serve and bartend too for my job. But yeah.
Hey, I hear that. I mean, I've had that kind of job. Those cash tips are nice.
Yeah, sure. It's definitely the hours sometimes can be a little long, but you get used to them. And then as long as I get a good amount of sleep per night, and then make sure if like my training, if I move my training around, because you know how important sleep is, especially with you
Yeah.
being so your show. Like you want to get good amount of sleep.
Yeah, and you're probably packing all the meals every day.
Yeah, yeah, choking them down.
Yeah, and you're up sometimes up late, so it's good to have
Yeah,
some like meals like spread out and stuff. And I'm sure you're kept busy, but you
yeah,
still are you still able to kind of keep on a good time schedule with being busy at
yeah,
work?
yeah. When I'm working late at work, um I can still look forward to like meal, like going home, like
Mhm.
when I get home. But yeah, I'll usually have like one maybe like right before work, like 5-ish, or
Mhm.
if I eat it during, but it's not very ideal.
Mhm.
And then one like before I'm about to get off, and then I can still have one when I get home. So I am on a good schedule. It worked for me last time, and it's still working so far right now. So
Yeah, and you probably get a lot of steps too at that job because I work
oh
at
yeah,
this job. I don't move much. So that's good that you're able to kind of like incorporate that. That probably helps with your cardio too, that you're able to kind of move around a lot.
oh yeah, definitely. I don't have to worry really. I don't about steps. Like I don't really have to track that part of it. I mean, besides my cardio, like I do, but yeah, no, because I'm getting a lot, like probably like 20,000 or more every day.
Man, that's I hear that.
Well, it can be a good and a bad thing though for prep, because obviously you want to be off your feet,
Yeah.
like for you, like being so close to like, yeah, you want to be off your feet just because water and everything like that, but and rest your legs. But yeah, I try to make sure I take off some time before a show just so I can obviously have that rest. And my coach would kill me if I didn't. So
Who's your coach again?
her name's Linda Crossley. She's
Okay.
a
Is she figure you said?
yeah, figure pro. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw on your Instagram you posted her, but her thing's private. I was like, I
Oh
can't.
my gosh, it is.
At
I
least
know.
her team one on there anyway, so it's like
Yeah.
exclusive. So does she coach Gabby too? I didn't even ask Gabby who she's coached by.
No, Gabby is I forget her first name, Catherine.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
her
Okay.
Instagram handle is like running Kirsch IFBB Pro or something. But yeah, that's her coach.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really nice too, though. I met her. She's so nice.
Yeah, I would say like the Ohio group is really good. Like I've met a lot of really nice bodybuilders and stuff from Ohio. Like I don't know if it's just because the Arnold's around there. I don't know what it is, but like Ohio, you guys got tons of good pros and just an overall great community.
Oh yeah, I don't know much about how many people from each state compete and stuff. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Ohio's great. So, do you have any like sponsors or anything, or anyone you want to give like a shout out to?
So I actually uh have a little like code or like affiliate thing with Gabby's supplement company that she uses, Substigo.
Okay.
So using that a little bit, and I try to like post something here and there. I have to buy some more stuff. And then I have Professor Nuts, but that's it. Which
I've never had Professor Nuts before.
oh
You
my
like
gosh. Maybe not get it. Well, I don't know. You said I heard you on your story earlier. Like you're good with your fish and your egg whites and everything right now, but I don't want to give you that because you might take advantage because it's so amazing.
I've never had prep with like peanut butters and stuff.
Yeah, I had it really early, like in my prep last year, but yeah, it wasn't there long. So yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but that's good, I guess. But it's like only 28 calories for 2 tablespoons, like 0 fat, 0 carb, like 1 sugar, 7 protein. It's literally, and it tastes amazing, like better than normal peanut butter.
That's what
But
I'm hearing, because like I'm a big fan of the company, like Joe Binley and stuff like that. But I've haven't had the butters and stuff, but I hear it's really good.
yeah, the girls that are about to do the show, they found out about it, and I was like, don't take advantage of it just because now that you have less food and stuff, because you're gonna want to like eat the whole jar.
Oh, for sure. Is there a favorite like supplement that you're taking that you get from the Subs to Go, or like what's your go-to?
So I've tried their pre-workout so far, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm not a huge like pre I don't I always used to like energy drinks more, so I took those a lot. That was kind of like my pre-workout. I like to have coffee and then like before my day.
Best.
Yeah, no, I have to have some coffee. So when I do take my pre-workout, it's not a lot until like I'm deep in prep and I'm like, I need this, but yeah, so not really, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really use a lot of supplements.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad because I know like I don't have protein powders and stuff on my plan. I've never had protein powders on my plan. So I always feel
Really?
bad when people want to know what I use and stuff. I'm like, I have coffee.
Yeah, you're like egg whites, you can get them at Giant Eagle. Like,
Food. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're a Giant Eagle shopper.
oh my God.
I know you guys have Kroger too, don't you?
Yeah, there's one not that far from me, but I don't know how long it's been there, but I don't think I've never been in a Kroger. I always closest thing for me is like Giant Eagle, Mark's. I don't know if you guys know what that is or if you have.
Marks? Is that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have a Marks, but
Okay. It's just like same thing, like grocery store, smaller than Giant Eagle, smaller like chain. But yeah. So but I'm a
what's
Giant Eagle.
your what's your go-to prep meal then? Like which one's your favorite that you're like, this is my favorite prep meal?
Um right now, well, I don't usually have it that long, but I like beef a lot. I think it just
Yeah.
because it reminds like having a burger. But
Yeah.
then usually when that goes away, I like the ground turkey. And I don't hate egg whites yet. I mean, I know it hasn't been that long because I know some people have been eating it for like years and years and years. But I love like nighttime and for breakfast omelets.
Yep.
I love it. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the egg whites because you can make that taste like anything if you want sweet or if you want like
yep.
hot and savory. Like
You
I
get
don't
so
know.
creative on prep. It's insane. You're like, oh my gosh, let's start a cooking show. Like,
Yeah, right. And people think I'm so weird for this stuff. Like when I had turkey and sweet potatoes and stuff, or any potato. Like I was doing white potatoes too. I
yeah.
was using sugar-free syrup, and I would put it all on the potatoes and
Oh,
the turkey. I'd be like, "What? It's like turkey sausage for breakfast." Like,
yeah. I know. At first, you're like, is this weird? And then, yeah, no, that's not weird at all. Like, you put syrup on all that stuff in breakfast. It's not weird. I love free syrup. I went through so much of it last time. Oh my gosh.
oh yeah, I love like those sugar-free syrups. And then my coach is a fan of the Hershey chocolate sugar-free syrup.
hmm
That's good.
I think I tried it one time and I didn't like it, but
Oh, it's
I
not
don't.
the same at all, but it's
Yeah,
as close as you can get.
yeah. Maybe I'll have to retry it when I'm getting a little deeper in prep. But you know what else I used to do and this is actually, I don't know if you know who Shiva as far as
Yes,
Scarred is.
yeah, I know who Shiva is, yeah.
Yes, she kind of like got me into wanting to do shows too, just because I would watch all her vlogs and she's amazing. And I just remember her, she would put pink salt on her coconut oil. So I coconut oil like, oh my gosh, like the last probably 8 weeks of my prep, like in like my second to last meal or something, and I would put pink salt on it. And oh my gosh, that did taste like dessert. And I remember people at work would be like, "You're so weird." I'd be like, "Just try it, just try it." Like my friends, they're like, "I can't believe we're doing that." Like, but I thought it was good.
No, yeah, you like you said, we get really creative on prep just to like get what you can get for the taste or the
Oh
flavor
yeah,
or the texture. Like I know people that do the cucumbers and cinnamon and stevia. I know
yeah,
people that I never liked pickles in my life, and now I like pickles. I like mushrooms for a snack. Like it's what.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it changes you completely. I definitely have done the cucumber thing, and I mean, I already like pickles, but it just gives you more of a reason to eat pickles, I guess, you know?
Well, it's a guilt-free snack. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, well,
Yeah.
all it is like vinegar and salt.
Yeah. Yeah. Sodium. But yeah, and then the cucumbers, you could literally eat like a whole thing of that. It's not gonna do anything. And
Yeah.
spinach, sometimes I would add for like volume, I guess, you know.
Oh yeah, spinach has been my go-to for this prep. Like I literally, I don't I live this is my first prep living alone, and it's just been the
Okay.
best to just keep there's nothing else in this house but my stuff. So if I
Right.
get
Oh,
hungry, I'm grabbing spinach.
yeah, no, I bet that's the best. I can't wait for that because yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's like a game changer for a prep. Nobody bothers me. I sleep good. I
Yeah.
eat. No one. Yeah, it's just great. I do what I want. And now that I work from home, it's like, it's great.
No, I bet. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, now we know your future plans. And let's see, I'm assuming we're going to do Kent and then North Americans, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, I mean, the other one, like I know the Junior USA's is South Carolina
Yeah,
or North Carolina.
May 14th and 15th in Charleston.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I don't think I want to go there. I mean, it would be fun, but I
Mhm.
think why not just I already kind of know how North Americans works for the most part. And so, you know,
Closer to home.
yeah.
Plus, I feel like, yeah, you might have a longer gap in between,
Hmm.
but because like I actually don't know myself what national show I plan to do. I'm gonna let my coach decide after the clash.
Okay.
But yeah, like because I don't know if we do North Americans, which I feel like she might like that idea better because she's more about taking that time to take like a short break
Right.
and then prep. I guess it's like what 20 probably 20 something weeks out from North Americans.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, for you too, like end of May to September is like now this is a longer gap in between for you.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. I'm sure I'll get, you know, a lot of food and stuff like that. But too, like before North Americans, I was just so tired. Like it sounds shitty, but I just was like, I low-key just want to get this over with. Like,
Yeah.
not that like I knew I wanted to keep doing bodybuilding, but I was just exhausted, just physically, mentally. Like, so but I remember being there and I was like, oh my God, I love this so much. Like I want to do so good. But yeah, no, I was just so tired. But I'm definitely like super excited this time just because I just want to bring my best package as possible.
Yeah, the motivation's there, definitely. And you want to
Yeah,
do better than last year. That's always the goal is to just keep improving.
right.
Um, what was your post-show meal?
Um, my post show meal was pizza,
Pizza, really? Did,
but I think I've come to a conclusion that burger and fries is my favorite
mm,
treat. I think I don't know. There's something I love fries always, sweet potato fries, regular fries. But
potato.
no, it was good.
Did you did you go to somewhere local in Pittsburgh after the North Americans to eat?
Uh, yes. What was it called? It was like one of the only places open, so that's why we went. A lot of people went there for
Okay.
like dine in.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, it was good though.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Feel like I'm just hungry. I'm thirsty, like whatever.
Yeah, no, I was already like so full.
Well, girl, I want to thank you so much for coming on because I feel like we're getting to that hour mark, and I don't know, like hopefully I get to meet you in face to face this year. I'm sure I'll be around
Yeah,
at the shows.
that would be awesome if we both end up doing, North American, then
Yeah,
that'd
it's
be
gonna
awesome. I'd love that.
be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be quicker than we think here.
Oh, I know. I'm ready for my show, and then you'll got your show. So it'll be a good
Yes.
season. Mhm.
Yes, I'm really excited for you. I hope these next few weeks are still easy and you can get them done.
Oh, even
It'll
if they're not,
be
I'll be like,
right,
girl, suck it up. You had it easy this whole prep. You can.
right, right. No, I'm excited to see your pictures and everything. That's gonna be so fun.
Oh, I'm ready. I miss the stage. It's been a year and a half, or I don't even know at this point, but I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. And if
No, that's a long
anybody,
time.
what?
That's a long time.
Yeah, I know.
You're,
Like it's the longest off season, but I think that's why I've had such a good prep. Was the long
right.
off season. I was with my coach the entire like year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And she just knows my body so well, and she's actually going to be flying for my show too. So I'm really excited to have my coach with me at my show too this time. So,
Yeah.
because it's our
Oh,
first
that'll
prep
be.
together.
Yeah. No, I'm so exciid for you. You're gonna do great.
Thank you. And if anybody wants to follow you, Chelsea, they can go to, let's see, Instagram, and it's CHELSEAA_Foster.
Yeah. The other one was taken when I made it.
I figured that's why there was an extra A in there. So,
Yeah.
but I'll also make sure that it's in the show notes for the podcast. I put this on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify. So I'll
All
put.
right. Thank you, Paige.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.